The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Oh.
They'll start on the ground with Dalmas. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You look at this Raiders defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Working from the gun, Ritter.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
The give, right side for Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Touchdown Raiders! Jacoby Myers. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready, break.
Olave motioning to the left. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You look at this Raiders defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Isaiah Likely,
34 yards.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now 14-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
He'll look to throw.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brings up 2nd and 15.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
There's Chris Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Ready. Cycle. Ready. Go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
On play action, here's Ritter. Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Ritter now.
And it's incomplete.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Myers in motion right.
Drill green. Yellow. Beetle blue.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as his defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Ready, ready.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. It's Myers again with another catch. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. It's a big play there for Vegas. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Down.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of reset to this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Aubrey now for the point after.
Yeah, when that other throw he would have made would have got picked on.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5
really
now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Oh, no.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Where do I go?
Will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they They dipped a game below 500 following
I
the
love
loss
it.
last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's
Stop
at a
saying.
little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good news
Can you
is they're
cook
starting to
with me?
separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Yeah.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
It'll be just a cycle.
Because they needed to
We
use the
finish
ground
this
game
game
to take some
first,
pressure
okay?
off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake
Oh,
here on
so
first
no, we got
down.
him. No, we not gonna get him. Can't do
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. People just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
and happy.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this will be taken at the 13. And he
Oh,
takes
that
us
was a little
beyond
bit
the
good.
35
Sorry,
before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good return. 24 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is...
Leave him alone.
There's a diving catch. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Right at the middle. We'll put him on the dig.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
Touchdown!
Brandon Ayuk from 21 yards away. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
Good morning, my people's watching, man. Hopefully y'all have a good Saturday, man.
Kick this one away.
I'm probably gonna go hit the gym real quick after this.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it.
What's up, son?
At the 25.
Hey, you what?
Ready, break.
The
No.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I hate knockouts. I fairly use them, but I use them because they're a part of the game. But hey, see, fam. Nobody should be able to just touch somebody and they knock the ball off their hands every single time.
Timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
I said I used to, but it sucks.
First at about the 31-yard line.
Madden should take out.
We've hit halftime
not take it out, at least make it a little bit more realistic. Knockouts and inside and outside zone stuff, because nobody's getting instant sheds and instant knockouts every single time. This doesn't make sense.
The Raiders with the lead already.
It can handicap the way that people play offense, especially if you don't know how to play against the knockouts.
They'll elect to bring it out here
If
from
you got to make difference on the protector, that's a good script.
And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over.
He's going to get his first points off of this script.
In the red zone.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is.
And he was down here
field
goal
back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
You better get down.
Just outside the 10 and the 11. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Let's go.
Now 3rd down and 7. They're going to look to throw.
Oh!
Had his hands
Okay,
on it,
we'll take
bring
it.
it in. Pretty symptomatic of
He
how
can
this
take
game's
his
been
punch.
going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jonathan Mingo, 75 yards. And the Raiders have got it on cruise control. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to keep this one away.
Lasers for me, though. Oh,
he will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto.
Landon, your G-Maw get back today.
But Brandon, we've been around this game.
G-Maw, Papa get back today.
This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter
You never see him today?
how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders save.
We ain't got to go see him. I was asking. Or you can call and see where Auntie and JJ at.
It takes us to a 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an
call Auntie and see where JJ at.
It's coming right on top of them.
I said call Auntie and see where JJ at.
Now as he gets this one away.
Let's take it inside his own 40.
No, I haven't talked to him.
Time of about 14 yards.
And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
No.
Ready up. Trouble, 38.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
The 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Raiders are pouring it on. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy.
You think what?
Because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch.
No,
He's
not.
not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
No, I just said you
The
can't.
toss
No.
play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner.
No.
But where the
What part of that are you not understanding?
Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football?
No.
If they do that,
Don't ask again. No. You can't have another chip.
If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4
Yeah, Travis
on
not
2nd
run
down.
this ball. Travis ain't about to keep throwing.
New set of downs. That was simply an offensive line
He
winning the
got
battle up
to
front
accept
and
this
winning
L.
it a big way and getting their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And forget
He
about
wasn't
finding a
bothered to
lane.
be
He
on
barely
his
had
3rd
time to look up
and
before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And there's another
It's not a bad play. I've seen people run that play at work. I don't know if they make adjustments, but he's not making adjustments.
He's on to punt for
Or
Carolina.
if they make,
He's averaging
or
just
he
under
is
50
making
yards a punt as he gets
adjustments.
this away. Fielded just inside the 20.
Missed.
It will not go down. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take
Davis
over
cooking.
with a 1st and 10 on the
Oh,
short
no.
side of the field.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down.
Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Isaiah Likely.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
No!
A dangerous return man showing it here.
No!
Still going past the 30.
Oh, come on, Brent. Ah!
Bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now
Dang,
back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs.
How the hell is Charles right
Extra point up and good by Dicker. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start at a point as he's brought down at the 11. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Blue striker. Striker.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Complete on the deep ball.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. First down, here's Ritter. Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the score.
He gets more of a touch on that pass. He might be out of there.
Shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Here we go.
He is out of
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right. Swing jack.
I ain't never thought this before.
Ritter to throw it. Open man right side, Myers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Going play action. Ritter. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. The passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally getting a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Derek Brown. That's why they should get rid of Winston shit. Derek Brown can't do that every play, man.
Play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here.
Even if he is just flat out better than the other dude. Nobody does it every single play. Look at that. It makes playing defense.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game without just a 5 or 6 yards,
makes playing defense so much easier.
Every single time.
And you know they're like, you got to make it something. This man in the middle. I'll do that.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 34.
And scared the passes down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. A Ritter's throw there complete to Myers. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Ritter going to change it up.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hunt, hunt.
They'll set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 77, Panthers 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw.
Fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go.
Yeah, bro, like that. That's what that is right there. If he had it.
It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's pulled in at the 32.
Ouch.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast because this game...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Aubrey now for the point after.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 84, Panthers 10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top
Goodness
half of the
gracious,
NFL so far
65 just defeated Jesse
their
Bates.
defense has really struggled. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they
I'd imagine he got to get on about this game, man.
No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the
I can't
28.
tell if he called cheap clock there or if that was just the run.
Ready?
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Ready?
Back to throw.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now
Let's
that's
see
going
what
to be
you
a
gonna
tough one
do
to
with
explain when they get together and watch the
You
game
want
film.
punt it? You go
I mean, they had
for
the
it?
right
Ah,
call, had the
nice.
out route.
Let's
He's
go.
got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Nope.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this
Come on, let's go get 90.
incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Oh,
So they've got 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I ain't doing that.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's got Mingo.
90.
Get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here.
I think this might be a new high for me.
Just can't
Don't
go
know.
with less. As long as there's time left on the clock,
It's
they're
pretty
pushing
damn good,
to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care.
Come on, let's
about
get a
what the
strip
optics
fumble.
show. They just want to
Set him
finish
up
the
for
game
two.
off the way
Get a
they
fumble.
want to play it. Full
Interception.
speed, all out.
Do it again. Make it a hundo. Defense didn't give up no
This
misses.
Carolina
That's what I'm
offense
saying.
at the line, ready to go.
Where we
Kickoff.
stand right now in the
That's
fourth
tough.
quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed
yeah,
about
that's a
several
good play.
things
We
in this
can
ball
do that.
game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several
That's hard,
turnovers.
bro.
You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner,
That's
because
fair.
they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just
Like he was making late reads. That read is right. He can be right now with a lob.
Compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously.
Right there with a bullet.
But on game day,
But you take an
you wanna show
extra
your best. And I think
4 or
that's what
5
we saw
step
from
right
the
here.
offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
That allows me to get there and then accept the ball.
So for the Raiders, the win will move them to 7
I
and 2
got like
now
3
on the year.
picks that
And they will
first
head
drive.
back home next week.
Let's see what
Meanwhile, for
happened on this play.
Carolina, it was a game they
Oh,
really needed as they
he's
drop
manned
back
up. He
to
just
4
beats
and
the hell out
6.
of him.
And they'll get a late
Our
bye
safety
next
got
week,
there.
which might be coming at the right
This
time.
play
And
sucked.
they'll be back in
She's
action
in field
in
goal
week
range.
12.
Jesse just punches it out. Kobe Myers Looking for a cross. Let me see what this pitch was. Yeah, that's a bad read. I mean, it's just a horrible read. This must be his touchdown. Oh no. No. I don't mind the one-on-one. The find is tough, but I mind is the under, bro. That's supposed to be a little bit further and above, but that's okay. $4.94 8. We held Cam to a 3.3 passer rating. So I had it up in my little game, man. Show 91.